私はナイジェリアと日本のハーフで and I'm Japanese Nigerian. I'm a rapper in Tokyo. Let me tell you something. Japanese people do fetishize black girls. A lot of Blasian in Tokyo, they only see the, Japanese side. So sometimes they have like little confusion about, okay, I really want to be more Japanese, or, oh, I really want to be black, but without knowing the culture.
Why are there so many Nigerians in Tokyo?
You know what? Facts. But
welcome, guys, everybody, and welcome Elianna to the Live in Tokyo podcast.
Thank you. Hi, guys. My name is Elianna Chelly, and I'm Japanese Nigerian. I'm a rapper in Tokyo. 日本語。はい、エリアナチェリーです。私はナイジェリアと日本のハーフで、日本でラッパーをやらせていただいております。
I think you're the first mixed Nigerian person I've ever interviewed.
Oh,
actually, you speak some Yoruba, right?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that my dad is Igbo. Okay, there are like 3 tribes in Nigeria. There's actually like a lot more, but major tribes. Tribes. We got Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. But my dad is Igbo. But I was living in Yoruba land, like states-wise.
Is it actually called Yoruba land?
No, it's not.
Okay. When you said that, I was like, I'm pretty sure she's joking.
There's particular lands in Nigeria that the main language is Yoruba and English. And I was living in Yoruba land, which was called Ibadan. So I do know a lot of Yoruba. Like, if I hear it, I would understand it. But when it comes to speaking, you know what I'm saying? You know what's up? You know what's up? Like,
well, so you lived there. How long did you live in Nigeria?
Like 6.5 years. I went there when I was 9. Then I came back when I was like 16. Okay, 15.
But you were born in Tokyo then?
Yeah, I was born here.
Okay.
Because if I wasn't born here, my Japanese would be f***ed up. Like, it's hard to speak Japanese.
Do you think it's harder than English?
Japanese?
Yeah.
Bro, we got 3 writings.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yes. Actually, I have friends learning and they're always like, dude, I'm never going to learn Japanese.
No, ain't
There's
no
too
way.
many.
Because, I try to learn Chinese, which is kind of similar to Japanese. And I'm already f***ed up. I'm like...
Okay, Japanese.
Yeah.
日本語が一番ベスト？それとも英語の方がベスト？
Good question. I'm like, 日本語は喋れるけど、like, I sound different in both language. And when I'm speaking Japanese, I sound... Let me not say dumb, but I sound funny. I sound hella funny.
Okay.
But when I'm speaking English, like, people tend to like, okay, you sound smarter, whatever.
What do you mean dumb? Like, buriko? Or do you sound like...
Yeah, like buriko なのか. Like, okay, she funny. No, just like, 面白く聞こえる.
面白く聞こえる.
そう、なんかネタ全部, it sounds everything like a joke.
But is that
Maybe
that's what people are saying? Well, but you grew up here, right? So you're speaking Japanese as your first language, or is it English, or why is English in there? Is it because Nigerian?
Interesting. Yeah, I was speaking Japanese first of all. Like till 9, I was speaking completely Japanese. I went to English school, like English, like juku. Yeah, like tutoring type of thing when I was in like middle school and stuff. But I did not learn shit. Like, I would just go one way and the other way. And when I went to Nigeria, I was only using yes in every single shit that I was doing.
Yes?
Yeah, I was just saying yes because I didn't know how to say any other shit. So I was like, hey, what's your name? I'm like, yes. Hi. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
What's your color? Favorite color? Yes.
And
but I mean,
how did you survive there? You were there like 6-7 years.
I know, but I mean, first year was pretty difficult. I had to like actually learn. But I was going to international school, luckily. So I picked up really quickly. And the teacher was sweet. But after Nigeria, I did go to the state just a little bit. I was in Boston.
Oh, hell yeah. Boston.
Yeah, but you don't see black people in Boston.
Really? Like, I guess you might be right. There's no Asians either. Yeah. So it's just all white people.
Yeah, white people. That's what I'm saying. I was like, but I just went there for like just a couple months.
Can I switch topics and ask you real quick about your fashion? Because, going to Boston, if you like look like this is very Tokyo fashion, what you got, right?
No, let me tell you something. Until I was like, when I came back to Tokyo, I look whack as fuck. No, I looked whack.
Do you have a photo like that you can share? It's like, what is whack? What is whack mean?
I look like just old regular girl from the hood or something. I just wear crop top, jeans, like in Nigeria, I was dressing up like hell a lot, but not like this. I was, Kyary Pamyu Pamyu.
Of course, yeah.
Like, she used to be my inspiration, like, hands down.
Well, tell the people who might not know who Kyary Pamyu
Kyary Pamyu Pamyu. Yeah, it's hard to pronounce, but she is like Harajuku goddess. Like, she's an artist. Like, she's the best. Like, she's the best. Like, anybody that don't know her, you gotta search it up because she's the OG.
OG legend.
She's the OG legend for real. Like, look, honestly, I look gangsta as fuck, but I would be listening to I'll be listening. Exactly. Like, I'll be listening to all that shit, but her fashion was like my inspiration. In Nigeria, so I used to wear tutu.
You wore a tutu in Nigeria?
I did.
Is that normal there? Like, I've never been to Nigeria, so I don't know.
No, like, it's not normal there.
Did people know you're half Japanese there?
I mean, I dressed up like one. I was wearing tutu on big old glasses with big old bow.
Did they know, like, Japanese versus, like, or did they just think you're Asian or?
Oh, yeah. What? Like, the thing is that, I mean, normal Nigerian people wouldn't consider me, like, fully Japanese or fully Nigerian. So they thought I'm like Indian or Filipina or whatever the
Indian.
fuck. Yeah, I was like,
that's wild. Okay.
Yeah, now, people start to hear about me that I'm Japanese and they'll start doing like konnichiwa. Like, what the fuck is this
with
shit?
This?
Yeah, like, they'd be like, this is like they're like konnichiwa. I was like, we don't do that.
You know what's really funny is like a lot of Japanese people. Okay, so a lot of people who come to Japan, they do like arigato gozaimasu, and then Japanese people will also do this back to them. But it's not because Japanese people actually do this. It's just because I think Japanese people are so nice, and so they see.
Just mimic it.
Oh, okay, he's doing it. Oh.
I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, what you doing? So fashion-wise, like, I used to dress over the top because of Kyary Pamyu Pamyu, because, the way she dressed was like everything I wanted. And when I came back to Japan, I was like, you know what? I need to grade that shit up. Upgrade.
Upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade really hard. So, this Harajuku fashion. Honestly, Harajuku fashion have changed, like, within, like, these 2017 to, like, now. I used to wear, like, rainbows, neons, and I still do, but, like, yeah, I used to go hard with these, like, hair clips and rainbow shoes and, but now these days I don't really see those girls.
What do you think? Do you know the girl on TikTok, Elianna's interlude? Girl. ITGIR. Do you think is that inspired? Do you think that's inspired by?
Of course. Come on. Like, all these, tutu skirt, big ear muffs, and all that. It's all coming from anime.
Yeah.
For sure.
And anime has just blown up, I think, since.
Like, before. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Tell me. Because, like, when I was in Nigeria and I say, I watch anime, they'd be like, okay, you kind of geek, you a nerd or whatever. Now look at you guys watching anime. Stupid.
Fine. It took forever, right?
For real.
Wait, but okay. Well, now I gotta ask you, what's your favorite anime ever?
Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter. Yes. All right, I'll take it. Obviously I'm a One Piece fan.
Okay.
But Hunter x Hunter is close. It's in top 5. Top 5. When did you start feeling like comfortable to be like? Say you're openly, I'm an anime fan. I watch Hunter x Hunter.
I think it's pretty recent, like 4 years back.
Yeah.
I feel like.
What helped you get to that point?
All the celebrities,
That's what it is.
Like, honestly, look at Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, there we go.
Even like she was here recent.
Did you see her JoJo? She did a JoJo. This guy. Karate cosplay, yeah.
And she did it so good.
So good. It was fashionable. It wasn't just cosplay. It was like fashion mixed with the cosplay. I'd like to take a quick moment to share that today's sponsor, Klook, is making sure that traveling throughout Japan is easier and more cost-effective than ever. And I highly recommend for anyone planning to travel to Japan or live in Japan to listen to the rest of this message. Now, people all over the world are finally discovering how amazing it is to travel to Japan and even live here. And as someone who has lived here for about 10 years, I can tell you I've gone through many services, and one of the best services available here is Klook. Klook is an experience-based booking platform with thousands of destinations around the world, world, and if you're traveling to Asia, you need Klook. Many people who come to Japan for the first time might be surprised to realize that public access Wi-Fi is not available everywhere, but if you're going to be traveling to Japan where English is not the main spoken language, I can tell you it's very critical to have high-speed, stable internet access available, and that's where Klook comes in. Klook is offering incredible, affordable eSIM packages that give you access to different data plans that you can configure depending on the length of time you need it, or how much data you will need. And right now only, they even are offering 1 gigabyte free on your data plan. Redeem the promo code on this page to benefit from the 1 gigabyte of free data. To give you a rundown, their plans can run anywhere from $395 US for 3 days at 1 gigabyte a day. Or if you have a longer trip and like to constantly do things like me, like browsing YouTube or updating your photos and videos on social media, they also can go up to unlimited data plans like this one for 10 days at just $25.95. On top of that, this process is extremely easy because you can book everything online Klook. It's an eSIM, so there is no physical card that needs to be delivered. Everything is very simple, and it's compatible with most phones. You can even activate your eSIM before you leave your country to go to Japan just to make sure it's working. Before Klook even reached out to me, I actually did use their service before to book tickets to Team Labs, and I can say without a doubt they had the best prices and the best time slots. Klook also has an app that makes it super easy to make any booking. To get connected to Klook's eSIM campaign, make sure to check the links down below and start planning your trip to Japan today. You know, this brings me actually to another topic is obviously you're Blasian.
Yeah.
And on your profile, it says baddest in Tokyo. So I'm calling this episode probably like being a Blasian Baddie in Tokyo.
Oh.
So what is it like being a Blasian Baddie in Tokyo?
Interesting question, but I don't really consider myself a baddie.
Okay.
I don't really like the term baddie. Okay. Like, cause you know, when they call it baddie, they're like, I'm a baddie. But before, I used to force myself to be a baddie. Cause they be calling me baddie.
Oh,
but,
okay.
you know, in Nigeria, if it's like when you look bad, we just say baddest. You are a baddest. Like, you just put EST in everything. Like, every single thing, like a joke. Like, you are the beautifulest. You are the finest. Like, everything like that. I
kind of like that. That's like, instead of making yourself like, you are a baddie as by noun, your adjective is you're baddest.
Yeah, you're the baddest. That's it. Yeah, but definitely I do love to hang out with my own fellow Blasian as well. I get to know them, and I feel like there isn't like more people that hanged out, like especially like African Blasian girls, like they've never been to Africa and shit. So I do want to spread like good news of Africa because I've been there like 6 years, you know. People be thinking there's no water. People don't live in the house or they live in a tree or whatever. That ain't true. That ain't true. Like, let me tell you something. Like, I was living a bougie ass life in Nigeria.
That actually brings me to another point is why are there so many Nigerians in Tokyo?
You know what? Facts. But there are one tribe that it's a lot in Nigeria, which is Igbo. And, you know, Yoruba tribe, they like to go to the fancy countries like UK, you know, America, the state, whatever. But Igbo people, we like to go to random ass country. Like, my dad is the first generation that came to Japan from Nigeria. Like, he is pretty well known in the community.
So they go to random places, but what makes the Nigerian community so strong here? Especially, okay, a lot of people who come to Japan are always like, why are there so many Nigerians in Kabukicho and Roppongi?
Right.
Do you have any insight on that?
First of all, Japan is like easy place to stay, like easy to live, honestly. Like compared to the state or UK, you know, anybody can just pop in, make some money and get the fuck out, you know?
Is that what they're doing? They're popping in and getting out? They're not here long term?
That's what it is. And when it comes to Roppongi and Shinjuku, they're like two types of Nigerians.
Okay.
The one that, you know, fuck up the community, and the other one that really helps out the community. Okay. That's, you know, they're just trying to hustle. And no offense, like the one that is in Shinjuku, they're not usually Igbo people. Ooh, I don't really like to say this, try, but yeah, a lot of, but the thing is that it's not the major tribe.
You know, it's just it's funny because I had a friend who's in the States. He's been to Japan. He's lived in the U.S. And he was just like, why are all like in the US we're getting the doctors, the lawyer Nigerians, and in Japan they're getting the other one. But now that you explained it, that it's different tribes.
Yeah, it's the different
That's
tribes.
actually crazy.
Yeah, that's why if you go to the state or the UK, you just see many Yoruba people, but you wouldn't find many Yoruba people in Japan.
Yeah.
It's usually Benin or Igbo.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Well, so Roppongi, I don't even think is that great anymore, to be honest.
No, it's not.
So,
it's dead.
Yeah, it's dead. I don't, within the last maybe 5 years, maybe, it died. Roppongi died. It's all in Shibuya now. But
Right.
I was going to ask you, where are the best places to party in Tokyo?
Okay. Anywhere that they're playing, having piano events, it's like Afro, but techno Afro-ish. Yeah.
Could you give some names of locations, or do you want to gatekeep a little bit?
No, I could, but like the thing is that we do it at different location all the time.
Okay.
Mostly, I mean, we did it at Zero Tokyo, at the place we met, Circus, Shibuya, and also Lion. Yeah, we do have piano event. It's called Pinai. I'm one of the dancers, and we cool. We gotta represent the Africanness in Tokyo. But yeah, and other places, just normal clubs.
A lot of the tourists, they go to like C'est La Vie, which has become tourist overrun. It's not that great anymore.
It's not great.
Circus is way better. It's like an event space. Zero, for now, it's really good.
Yeah,
I know that eventually the tourists are going to figure this one out. 4-story club, actually going down though. It's in the basement. Probably one of the best music sound systems.
For sure. Zero.
And I had to explain to somebody who came to Japan recently, like Japanese clubs I can't just call them clubs, because you've been to the States, Boston. If you go to a club and go clubbing in the US, I'm thinking like it's a little bit degenerate, ratchet. People are throwing up, making out in the dance floor.
If you want to go to that, you can go to Ibex.
Where's Ibex?
Oh,
some people are like, I want to go there.
Yeah, I know. That's the most ratchet ass club I have ever seen in Tokyo. Like,
where's Ibex?
Ibex is in Roppongi, but I know. You already know where it is. Like, Roppongi could be ratchet. Cough. It's really tiny though. It's like almost big as this space.
Wow, that's pretty small.
I know. And everybody are packed inside, like throwing ass. No, like I have never seen any ratchet club like that.
Is it Japanese girls doing it also?
Yes.
So is this where, I know I have some friends that are black who are like, where do I get the girls that like black guys?
Ibex.
It's Ibex.
It's Ibex, because these girls are waiting for the...
We need to get sponsored for this shout out right now. Ibex. I'm going to have to look it up. Well, actually, this is going to bring me to another point. What do you think of Japanese people who are like wearing dreads or cornrows?
You know what? I don't mind you rocking braids and dreads, but if you're gonna rock it, do it right. Because all these salons in Japan Japanese braid are braiding it. Some people, they do an amazing job. Like, I'm totally cool with it. But they'll do a ratchet ass job, like some of them, and they will just take all this client's money. Like, I'm pissed about that.
You're just pissed that it's like...
Yes.
Taking it and doing it wrong.
No, I'm really pissed about it. Like, do it clean if you're doing it. Do it right. That's the thing. Just do it right. Do it tight.
Yeah.
Straight up. Cause
yes.
Yeah, I do get braided from black person, because I support the black owned business in Tokyo. Like, shout out to Mommy, because she's like the best braider.
Mommy, where is she?
Mommy Beauty Hair Salon. She lives in Kanagawa. She's dope. She does my hair all the time. It lasts. I had this hair for like 2 months now. Clean. All good.
If people have black hair, that's like where they should go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's African. Like, she will braid you up. I
wanted to ask you, since we were talking about the party scene, what is it with Shibuya Meltdown? Why? Like,
you know what?
Why is this such a Japanese thing to have people passed out?
It's only Japan that you can just hold your drink and walk around. All this, sarariman be grabbing drinks after work, just drinking on the street. I don't see that in the state.
I don't either. Well, I mean, you can't.
I mean, you can, but like...
And public intoxication is bad, right?
Bad, yeah.
So, just to give people background, Shibuya Meltdown is an Instagram page. They got like over 300,000 followers. and it's just passed out Japanese people in Tokyo because they can't control their liquor.
Like even yesterday too.
What
I was on
happened?
the train yesterday, and there was this Oji-san laying flat.
Oh, I saw this on
Yeah,
your Insta.
laying flat on the train. I was like, am I back in New York or what is happening? Like he was laying there like his fucking Pokemon and stuff. Like
You just like have a ball, like
somebody come and get him. Like
Someone get this Oji-san.
Yeah, get this Oji-san out of this place. I'm like, everybody be melting down.
But at least I love how safe Japan is, that is possible.
Right.
And
Right.
people, and that's probably why it happens, is because no
It's
one
safe.
is worried that something they're gonna get stabbed or jumped or
Exactly.
mugged.
You can't do that in the state. You will get killed.
No.
Even the cold gonna catch you or whatever. Cause during summer in Japan is the worst.
Summer is pretty bad. But it's my favorite season. To
It's
be
my
honest.
favorite season too. Because you know what? 4 years back, I would like literally sleep in yoyogi with my friends getting drunk.
This.
Like so bad. So bad.
Wait, can I ask, like, who are you? Was it Japanese people you're hanging out with, or more like the mixed crowd?
Mixed crowd.
Okay.
I can't believe.
Are most of your friends either bilingual or mixed? You would say,
I
or
would
not
say-
friends, but like people you hang out with a lot.
I would say both, but man, I do hang around a lot with my mixed, especially colored people. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I vibe with them the more.
So I have a friend. It's actually the same friend that I keep mentioning. But basically, I've lived in Japan for like almost 10 years, right?
Okay.
And I'm also mixed Japanese, but he's always like, Max, why don't you hang out with Japanese people? Are you racist against Japanese? I'm like, no, it's not. It's just, it's a different vibe. Like,
Yeah, I
as if they speak English or have an international
Yeah.
background, I totally fuck with it.
Like,
but
honestly, at this point, I feel racist. At this point, I'm like, bitch, I'm racist.
no,
Like, no offense.
I would say, but there are moments where I'm like, you know what, I want to flex my Japanese, and I do enjoy hanging out with the Japanese people who are, whether or not they're really international, but just like they're something different about them. Like, ちょっと変わってる方がもっと楽しいっていうか。
そうだね. But like, they would clown me.
They,
You know, the fact, like,
oh, you mean like a non?
yeah,
like international Japanese.
just an ordinary Japanese person. You know how Japanese like TVs are. Like if you don't see black people or like colored people being smart on TV. Like you see them as like a funny person or like almost like a clown type of person. I don't know why. Like I don't really like that. So instantly, if I'm in like Japanese crowd and I put myself there, like I feel like I'm forced to say something funny.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Like I'm not that funny.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
that
actually
funny.
great that you brought that up, because
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
Right.
Because I watch a lot of Japanese TV,
Right.
so I feel like when I'm speaking Japanese, I have to do like ちょっと like ボケ、
ね、
ボケ、
right.
ボケキャラしないといけないみ
め
たいな。
っちゃわかる。
It's like, そうだね。
みたいな、そう。
It's like, どうもありがとうございます。
みたいな。
You know, like whatever.
Like, I'll be like, what the fuck am I doing?
What am I
What am I doing?
But I'm like, it's just, it's code switching a little bit.
Yeah,
Personality
it is.
changes a bit.
It is. I switch up.
Yeah.
Like I would say unnecessary jokes for no reason. But the thing is that I do know how to speak Pidgin though. Pidgin is like broken English in Nigeria. It's rare to see like Blasian speaking like Pidgin, especially like African Blasian speaking Pidgin. And this is probably the reason why I can't really relate to like most Blasians in Tokyo. Like I will of course like relate to like major parts like hair texture, skin color, like bullying, shit like that. But when it comes to like the culture wise, this is the reason why I tend to hang out with like people that understand my culture more, because I feel comfortable.
Your culture being your Nigerian.
Yeah, because like, you know what, 5 years ago people wouldn't even listen to Afrobeat. Like if I play Afrobeats now, everybody like, what the fuck is this? But now if you go to clubs in Roppongi or anywhere, they'll play I'm a piano, Afrobeat, like they'll have fun with their shaking ass, and I'm like, what?
It's like, where did this come from?
Where did it?
The
How?
Japanese girls are always able to shake their booty.
Yeah, I was like, how did you get to this point? Like, I'd be like, yeah, I'm Nigerian. Oh, I love Bruno Boy.
See, I don't even know who that is.
Right?
But I do know Afrobeat. probably within the last couple of years, 3 years.
Like, it's
and
interesting.
I was like, oh, this stuff is good.
Right. But I used to listen to it like when I was 9, 10, all that time. And I was like, feeling the vibe and everything. But
is it? Maybe it's just, I feel like it's just social media, TikTok, and like some of these sounds just go viral and they're like, oh, wait, I like this sound. And then you get more. Yeah.
Like, but African culture is coming up now. It's coming up. It's part of the culture now.
As somebody who's mixed black, you did mention bullying.
Yeah.
Here, that you relate to. Also, do you get stopped by the police in Japan?
Oh, yes.
How often?
A lot.
Why do you think that is?
Okay, first of all, girls don't usually get stopped by police. But I'm a girl with the dreadlocks, like soft locks. They will stop me out of nowhere. Like, they will come to me out of nowhere. They'll be like, even on the way here, too.
On the way here today?
Yeah, we were driving. The friend that was driving was black as well. They would just stop us out of nowhere, like, "Hi,免許証." I was like, I would tell the person, I'd be like, 差別じゃないのそれって。絶対他のでみんな同じ運転してるじゃんみたいな。
They always just say like 差別じゃないです。
I would just say it. I will be like, ピロン差別じゃないの？
でどういう風に答えてくるの？
They'd be like, 違いますよ全然皆さんにねやってることなんで。
嘘絶対嘘。
I'm like, who is 皆さん？
This happens to you know what?
What?
This maybe it's because Afrobeats on the popular rise and like they're just like, oh, I kind of want to talk this.
I swear to God, like,
Nah, it's not the reason, but I sometimes when I was with a just Southeast Asian friend, Filipino guy, would get stopped with him, and I was just like, and we were like, are you checking? Like, why are you stopping us? And they're like, no, minna check this. And it's like, no, you're not.
You're not.
we saw them walk across the street just to come to get
They
that.
would search up my car.
Yeah.
Like, they would tour, like, they would like, can I check this bag? Can I check this? I'm like, check everywhere you like.
Is that legal in Japan? I don't even know. Like,
you know what? It's not. I mean, it's like knee.
I think.
But knee is like.
Yeah. You have to. It's like volunteer, right?
Yeah, it's like volunteer.
They have to ask you, and you have to say yes. But if you don't say yes, they're gonna say, "Okay, we're gonna take you to the police."
They're gonna bring some backup, and we'll be surrounded by 1,000 police. I would be like, "Yeah, let's just take this black people away." I'm like, "Come on now." I mean, at least they don't really have a gun and stuff like that, so I'm not too scared.
Yeah.
But
do you think it's specifically the dreads though?
Yeah.
Like, do you have any like half black friends who don't have dreads, and do they also get stopped just based on their skin
color? If you have darker skin, or I don't know, maybe you have a hoodie on, or you walking around with sweatpants, you're looking too sussy. I don't know. Sussy.
I'm wondering just what is the like protocol that Japanese. I feel like I need a Japanese policeman on my podcast to get to the bottom of this. What is the protocol that they go through?
But I heard one thing. When you go to like a higher university, like popular university in Japan, places like Waseda, Keio, they will just let you go.
Oh, no, that's what I went to Jochi, Sophia. So I don't really get stopped anymore. I used to very rarely. Like if I go outside of Tokyo a little bit, like Saitama, Noho, toka, like Itabashi. So it never happens anymore. But it was just like if I'm on my bike, sometimes they'd be like, "Hey, is this your bike? Let me see ID."
Right.
And then they see my Jochi ID. I remember vividly them saying Sophia ID. Sophia, if anyone doesn't know, it's like number 6 school in Tokyo. And they're like, Jochi desu ne. Sumimasen deshita. I'm so sorry.
Nigga, what am I then? What?
Like, everyone should just carry a fake Jochi card or something. Card,
for real.
But literally, it's just like night and day difference. Like, oh, you're Sophia. I'm so sorry.
I know.
If it was Tokyo University, I'm sure they'd be... Right? Like, if you had a Toda University...
They would just let me go.
They'd be like, oh my God. Her parents are going to sue us.
Right, because like I know a black friend that goes to Waseda, and every single time he pull up a Waseda card, they'd be like,
is he a mixed black guy?
Yeah. But he looks black.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't look black, he look black.
Yeah, I feel like people try to justify it from the Japanese side, it's just like that.
I mean, we don't know. Like,
they, the people that look this way usually are the ones that have the drugs. But actually, I feel like truly because people know this, people do the opposite.
I will tell you, like, these Japanese people that dressed up really nice and smooth, they're the one that's smoking all this whatever behind their back. So I was in the DJ booth, and I was vibing, and suddenly this DJ that was like at side of the main DJ, like he was like sub DJ, whatever. He pulled up this like small like container like this, and he just snorted up. I was like, no way,
not here.
No way. Did I just see that? He was like, yeah.
And you're like,
I'm like,
no way.
This is Tokyo, right? Like, what is happening,
Yeah. It's always the most unassuming people.
I know. And he did not look like he would do any sort of that. He looked innocent.
But see, that's the thing. That's people think the look of innocence is basically clean cut, whatever, right? Not innocent would be like oshare, like really, it's really funny, like super stylish. You got like chains on, dreads,
anything black fashion, they will consider it weird.
It's almost like, oh, they look too cool to be normal.
Right. They're like, nah,
it's like
they got something.
Yeah, it's like a weird like
ain't no way this person making
cool,
money.
AKA they must do stuff.
Something.
I'm trying to think of the good police like stories I have. Since we're talking about a lot of bad ones, I want to give fair credit that.
Okay, I do have one.
Okay.
So we're driving, and usually we got stopped again. And I was like, okay, here we go again. Let me pull up my camera. And he was like, oh, light 消えてますよ、片方. And I was like screaming at this police at first. I was like, 何どうしたのまたなのみたいな. And this was like, 違います、ライト. And I was like, oh shit. I felt so bad. I was like, ありがとうございます、すいません、みたいな.
Yeah.
Bro, that was like one good story. I was like, okay, these police. And he didn't even search inside. He was like, yeah, just get it fixed. Like, we're not giving you like any points or anything. Just going away. I was like,
see, where are all these? Like, we need more of these guys.
Like, this guy is sweet. What the hell? Like,
Oh, okay. I'm glad we have like at least a good start.
Right.
Did you want to be more Japanese when you were little?
Huh.
Or even, was there a point where you're like, I wish I looked like the other kids? Or?
Of course. I mean, when you were raised in Japan, when you were born in Japan, you will wonder like, why I look different and why I do have like a black dad and everybody has, their Asian dad and whatever. But that's the reason why it's always good to go back to your roots, like the other half of your root, and understand and learn about the culture, learn about the history, to accept yourself as that. Because a lot of Blasian in Tokyo, they only see the Japanese side. So sometimes they have like little confusion about, okay, I really want to be more Japanese, or I really want to be like black but without knowing the culture. Because there are a lot of Nigerian black and Blasians that's really westernized, extremely westernized, but they have no clue about their own like Nigerian culture. Even like just Blasian general, like American Blasian in general, like they will be throwing like West sign, gang sign, stuff like that. Yeah, they are throwing gang sign stuff like that, but they have nothing, like no clue about gangs. They don't know shit about it, but they're using they're saying niggas and they're using N-words, but they don't actually know the meaning behind that. They're saying it because all the cool rappers are saying it.
Do they speak English? Or are they?
Most of them, no.
It's just Japanese.
Just Japanese.
So it's just like
nigga, gang. I'm like, come on. At least if you want to say that, learn about the culture. Because like every single time I come up to this Blasian rappers, they'll be like, what's the meaning of nigga? Kokujin. Where did nigga come from? Look, kokujin dakara.
That's, I don't know what to say as a Asian.
Right. But at least like you know what I mean by just like learning about the culture or where your roots is.
Yeah.
Like, do you know the reason why people were like throwing up this gang sign for? To not get killed. They're like protecting themselves. They're in this group. You ain't got no group. Look at these Japanese. They don't got no Glock, nothing. They're like running around the street. Come on. What's the worst thing that they can do? Damn.
I'm trying to think like, all right, well, speaking of the music scene and stuff, I want to talk a little bit about Japanese rap, hip hop.
You know what? I do love Japanese rapper when they are good. I mean, if you're doing it right.
It's funny. It's always just like, as long as you're doing it good.
Right, yeah,
like,
exactly.
and respectfully, like, go all out.
Yeah. I mean, if they're not disrespecting the black culture or anything, like doing it bad, I'm totally cool with it. Because there's some rappers, I wouldn't mention names, but they're some female rappers, they'll be rapping, I'm cool with it. But in their interviews, they'll be saying, yeah, I can say nigga. I'm like, how is that possible? You're Japanese and you're using the N-word? I'm like,
You're just like, if you do this music, you should know.
yeah. Especially Japan. Like, y'all are not even close to, like, you know, the N-word or shit like that. Like, nobody learn about it. No fans. And you know what? When they're trying to be too black in general, that's where I'm like, I draw the line. Like, okay, you don't really have to be too, like, act black. It's kind of cringe
Corny.
when you're corny, when you're acting way too black. Just be yourself.
You know, I want to bring it back then because Kyary Pamyu Pamyu,
Right.
your fashion inspiration. It's very original Japanese. Like, she's not trying to be anything else. It's just, this is Japan, and I feel like you like her, I like her.
Right.
It's her, right? It's her
Right.
style, and like I feel like people really appreciate J-pop in that sense, where it's like it's their style. Yoasobi, I'm thinking Kenshi Yonezu,
Yeah.
like Fuji Kaze. They're not trying to copy any.
No.
Like, yes, maybe they're influenced by certain things, but
They're not copying like too much.
yeah.
They don't gotta wear dreads and swear and stuff like that. No, they're just doing it clean. They're just doing, you know, this is the reason why I love, like, real music. Like, I can see, like, when they're doing it, like, I can see the authentic realness in artists. But you can see it when somebody's doing too much. Like, you can't see, it's clear. Like, somebody's trying to be, I mean, westernized or, like, you know, American.
Random question: is Japan becoming more black?
Ooh. Yes.
In-
Yeah, in a way. I feel like Japan is, like, becoming America, but Asia. You know, I don't really want to say this, but we're losing the culture a little bit.
Of Japan? Okay.
Like, the thing is that, okay, everybody's saying that diversity is important, like, lets everybody in, like, you know, we gotta have new perspective of things, like, I mean, like the West, but I don't really like the term koko nihon dakara. But I kind of respect the term koko nihon dakara. Because at the end of the day, this is Japan. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. Because if you take away, like, do all this diversity, I mean, and all this, you know, getting all the culture involved in Japan, it's okay, but it's impossible. Because this is Japan. This is how they do it.
I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah,
because
it's hard to say.
Because there's some things of Japan, I'm like, oh, maybe this
needs to change.
Women's rights,
right. Certain things
change.
need to change for sure, but some part of culture, like, you know, how people dress or work, or not work, but dress, or how they eat, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know,
like
casual.
some of the mindset, some of the interactions. Like, I love how Japanese people are very playful and stuff.
Right.
So innovative, like creative.
Right.
And not so. Japan's not very PC compared to which I think I like.
Yeah, I kind of like that too.
I kind of like that. It hasn't been.
Is.
Somebody wanted to ask, a girl wanted to ask you, do you have trouble getting your base makeup in Japan?
Oh, yes. Because you know what? The black shades in Japan is a little bit orangey. Because, you know, they don't, I mean, even the garu that has, like, tan skin, they usually, like, tan it. Yeah. And when you tan your skin, you don't go, like, black. You get kind of orange. Right. So you only have, like, orangey shades. So I have to mix it up or go to, like, you know, high brands, you know, stuff like that.
Do you have to order online?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there are more dark. I mean, I'm a pretty light skin compared to, like, you know, normal black girl out there. So, like, I'm pretty sure all the black girls are, like, struggling more For sure. For sure.
Okay, one last question. I might slip in somewhere else. Have you ever dated a full Japanese guy before? Or do Japanese guys hit on you? Or do they actually avoid you?
Yes and no. Like, when I don't have my lashes on and stuff like that, they do hit on me. Or if a guy that likes Gyaru culture a lot, they will hit on me. Okay. But just like normal Japanese in general, I don't think they will like me. But I have dated a lot of Japanese guys, like full Japanese guys.
Don't speak English.
Don't speak English at all. Most of them, they're trying to be like westernized a little bit.
So many, like they want to 英語を教えてほしいとか、それ。
いやいや、もうあるし、あとなんか黒人大好きみたいな。
Yeah. そういう時は it's like なんか is this fetish?
You know what? Let me tell you something. Japanese people do fetishize black girls, and they will come up to you and be like, "Yeah, I love black people." Like, I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god, you like black people, I'm gonna love you," whatever. But they'll just come up and be like, "Yeah, I like black people, I like black culture, I like black rappers. Like, I even sometimes rock the dreads or cornrow or stuff like that."
And they're like, "Oh, 俺も肌ちょっと黒いね."
Yeah, like we're similar color. Like, I'm gonna be impressed or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Especially when you go to club like Harlem.
So these are the guys that you don't like.
Just don't tell me that you like black people. Like, you sound weird. You sound weird.
Yeah, it's like a white guy going up to Asian girls. Like, I love Asian girls, man.
Like, stop. No.
So the guys that you did date, did you give them a chance because there's some like なんか共通点とかあったの?
The thing is that I like a completely opposite person. That, you know, they have something that I don't know or I haven't like experienced in. Like somebody that does like 哲学とか like philosophy. I know.
すごい哲学.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'm a black girl, but I enjoy that, you know, new information of other culture as well. So I'm totally down for people that has like new knowledge or something that I don't have in particular.
Okay, but I guess were these generally just good experiences, but they had to end.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, there wasn't too much seasoning to the conversation.
Low seasoning.
Yeah, they don't know if it's a joke. They don't know the sarcasm and stuff like that. They were like, if I say, "Oh my god, the sky is red," they be like, "Akai no?"
Like, okay. It's like, no, I'm no.
Well, I'm just joking with you. Like, get it together. Like, what?
わかるわかる.
Right? Because like I used to date girls too.
Oh, okay.
And girls, they don't know how to take a joke. They don't take a joke.
All right. Final questions for people who want to visit Japan. When's the best time to come to Japan?
April or March, end of March.
Why is that?
It's getting warm. You can see the cherry blossom. And yeah, I mean, you can't see the Japanese, you know, part of Japan. Like, actually. Like, summer is too hot. Like, you know, sometimes it be too hot. But you can still wild out during summer. I like summer too. But if you want to feel like, you know, the warmth of Japan, come during end of March or early April.
Okay. And summer?
Oh, yeah, summer is good, but you know.
I mean, if you like to go outside.
Yeah, go out and party. Yeah, definitely summer. Yeah, don't come around December or January. First, the flight is going to be expensive. Second, there'll be too many people because everybody's on holiday. There is nowhere working properly, so don't come during December. Christmas, we don't celebrate Christmas like the West or, you know, outside Japan. We just eat fried chicken. I mean, Kentucky chicken, stay with our friends, and all the love will gather around. Kissy, kissy, touchy, touchy. That's it. There is nothing like huge Christmas celebration.
Yes. What's your favorite neighborhood in Tokyo?
Neighborhood? I'd like to hang around Shimokitazawa.
Oh, wow. Shimokitazawa.
Yeah, it's pretty chill.
And
I can look at vintage clothes and stuff like that. And, you know, you just get to have that chill vibe. Like, Shimokita is, you feel like home. Not home, but like, you know, warm.
Yeah, it's a homely vibe.
It's cozy. It's pretty cozy in Shimokita.
So it's more a cozy vibe in Tokyo.
Yeah, cozy vibe.
Not as crazy.
Not as crazy. You just see clothes, eat some good food, chill.
Soup curry.
Yeah, soup curry. That's it. That's it.
Let's close up the podcast. Guys, if you like this episode, make sure to also check out my Patreon or join as a YouTube member. I can make more videos like this if I have more support. Give a plug for your podcast and music as well.
Oh, yeah. Where I do Instagram, and I just started my podcast. It's Tokyo Black Kitties, so you guys can check that out too. Also, I'm starting my music career finally, so please stay tuned on my Instagram and support the Black community in Tokyo.
Thank
you.
Do it. Arigatou gozaimasu. If you like this, make sure to leave a comment, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Period.
See ya. ありがとうございます。来てくれてありがとうございます。
いや、ありがとうございます。本当に。